I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video, we will investigate the product rule for inverse relations. We understand that x and y have inverse relation really means that y is equals to some constant times 1 over x, right? That is the equation for inverse relation, right? Now, if x increases, if x is a high value, we'll get lower value of y. If we have x as a small value, we'll get higher value of y. So that is the inverse way of looking at it, right? Now, from this relation, we can rearrange this equation and we can write like cross multiply. So we get y times x equals to k, or we could write this as x times y equals to a constant. So what we're trying to say here is now the product of these two is always constant in inverse relations. So we are saying that product of the two variables is always constant in an inverse relation, right? So that is what we are saying. So let us take an example. For example, if we take values like, let me make a table here, then we will just check, right? That is to say, if I write the values of x and y here, and let me write down few points with constant product. For example, if I write 6 and 4, right? So what is their product? X times y is 24, correct? Is 24. So if I write 8 and 3, which is also 24, and if I write 12 and 2, which is also 24. Now the question is, are these values representing inverse relation? That is the question now, right? So the question is, what we've done is, we have just taken some random values. They're not really random because we have thought about it. And the criteria here is, these values are such that their product is 24. If that is the case, then will they represent inverse relationship? Well, let's figure it out. When we say inverse relationship, we say y equals to k times 1 over x. So if I take the first set of values, okay, let me take this set of value to start with. So we have x equals to 6 and y equals to 4. So if I substitute these values, x equals to 6, y equals to 4, so we get 4 equals to k times 1 over 6. And if I cross multiply, we get 24 equals to k. So we get 24 equals to k. So we find the relation and we find that, well, using this set of points, we get an equation which is y equals to 24 times 1 over x. Is it okay? So this is the relation from the first point. Now, if this relation is good for the second point and the third point, then we say, well, all the 3 points are in the same relation, right? So let's try it out. So now what I will do here is substitute x equals to, let us say 8, and see what do I get. So y equals to 24 times 1 over 8. That is 24 divided by 8 is how much? It is 3. Well, we do get 3. Let me check the other value, which is y equals to 24 times x is 12. So in this case, x equals to 12. So I'm replacing 1 over x by 1 over 12. 24 divided by 12 is 2, which is also the y value in the given table. So that really means that this table represents the relation y equals to a constant, which is 24, times 1 over x, correct? Since it represents this kind of a relation where there's a constant between y and 1 over x, we say that in this particular relation, inverse relation is there, right? And good thing about this relation which we came up with is that their product is always constant, right? Their product is always constant, and this product is what we call as k. This is what we are calling as k. Is it okay in this relation? So from here we get our product rule, that if we have few points meeting one inverse relation, then in that relation the product x dot y is always constant, right? Which we can write in point form as we did here, using different points, as if x1 and y1 are the points, then x1 y1 is equals to constant. That should also be equals to x2 times y2 should be also equals to x3 times y3, or any other point which is on this inverse relation. I hope you understand the point, right? So if you sketch, you'll get a graph which is kind of, let's say we sketch these values, we'll get a graph which will be kind of like this, right? So you'll find that if you consider any point on one graph of inverse relation, let's say this is a graph of inverse relation, then the coordinate values of x and y when multiplied will be constant. Then x times y, these coordinate values x and y when multiplied will result into a constant, right? Do you understand that point? This is what we want to highlight in this particular video. I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope that helps you to understand this concept. Thank you and all the best.